The state of Florida is the place where woke goes to die. We are not going to let this state. We're not going to let this state descend into some type of woke dumpster fire. We're going to be following common sense. We're going to be following, facts, and that's just really, really important.
That's Governor Ron DeSantis standing up to the woke ideology taking over schools across the country and in his home state of Florida. The governor is offering a unique plan to tackle the national teacher shortage by hiring retired police officers, military veterans, and first responders.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and I love this country. I even fought for it. I know what it was like on the front lines, and I know what it meant to show loyalty for my country. I'm a veteran, and I may be retired now, but that experience remains with me and always will, because that experience is part of what defines my American identity, and I will always empathize and support my fellow veterans who served with me.
DeSantis says their real-life experience makes these retirees a perfect fit to counter the ideology he says gets drilled into today's young minds.
We believe that veterans offer a lot to our communities. We want to harness that. We want to harness those experiences, being in those military units, understanding how to lead people, understanding how to be in difficult circumstances. And so our view is that, those folks are bringing a wealth of experience and knowledge. We want them to look to our education system as a place where they can land and continue to serve our communities.
The GOP talks big about vets. They're so eager to prop us up for their agenda and give us accolades as long as we go out and do the traumatic work that these guys don't want to do. But it's all lip service from them. I mean, just a few weeks back, they tried to block the PACT Act that would have helped those of us who were harmed during duty. I'm so glad that the law actually passed in the end, but I'm still outraged that these people would try to stop something so clearly beneficial towards us vets.
As we begin the new school year, Florida's leading the way by bringing some of the best, the brightest, and the bravest among us into our classrooms through a new program that helps military veterans become teachers. If you served in the military for at least 4 years, were honorably discharged, have taken 60 college credits, and pass a subject area exam, we want you to be able to teach Florida students.
But again, it's all lip service. They don't actually care. And now Ron DeSantis, the nasty current governor of Florida, is insisting that to combat the so-called woke agenda, they need to send vets and former police into schools as teachers.
Every morning, our students recite the Pledge of Allegiance while looking at the Star-Spangled Banner. And it's fitting that the teacher in the classroom is somebody who took an oath and put his or her life on the line to preserve, protect, and defend our flag and the freedom it represents.
Now, I'm not entirely opposed to this. I think many of us vets would really find some value in life from going out there and teaching the young ones. Some of us feel lost after our time in the service, and I think anything that helps give us purpose again is a beautiful thing. If any of us want to become teachers, I send my complete support. But this idea of DeSantis, it does not come from a place of goodwill. You see, this is not for the veterans' sakes. DeSantis clearly doesn't care that these veterans receive the proper training to be teachers, and I cannot support something like that. Us vets and former police officers, sometimes we come out of environments that aren't the kindest. Sometimes those environments were absolutely traumatizing for us. So before we go teach students, we need to sit down and learn how to work with kids, not the enemies or criminals we're used to. It's the same thing every teacher has to learn. We're holding everyone, including ourselves, to that same standard. That's the fair and right thing to do. This idea of DeSantis, in better words, is him trying to find a way to increase more policing in schools without outright stating it. It's to prevent students from expressing themselves. It's to instill a conservative doctrine to children, and none of that is proven to work. Schools with more policing only tend to hurt the students' abilities to learn. It makes them fearful. I don't want kids in this country to feel that way. I don't want our vets to be forced into situations they don't have the training to handle. For all DeSantis wants to talk about woke indoctrination, and he and the GOP are the ones who want to indoctrinate our children. But I refuse to let him drag our vets into this. He thinks we'll all sing to his tune, but he's wrong. We can't let the GOP play us like this. We're better than that. We know they don't care about us. So I'm telling you, don't fall for this trap. Sappers clear the way. Airborne all the way.